Okay guys, welcome today to another video of my trip to Singapore, and today I decided to go deep inside Chinatown and to show you guys more about this fascinating place. And this is where I had you remember I had my lunch here. In fact, during all my stay in Singapore, it's almost like I was eating here all the time. And then this is the Street of the Dead. I don't know what it means. I can read some few Chinese characters. I think this is something like Surenjie, yeah. It's something like that. I don't know if Chinese speakers can correct me. So I got down here, and when I was down here, I decided to move inside the Chinatown. And guys, let me just show you around more, and I can tell you that I really enjoyed my stay here. You can see that there's so many tourists here. Unlike the other time when I went to Chinatown, when there were not so many people yet. Now I think there were a few people. Even though the places were not more open, they were not open yet, but I can say that there were a few people, and yeah, people were already coming to eat. It was almost about 11 a.m. and people were coming to eat, maybe breakfast, maybe lunch, depending on what time you woke up. So guys, I really enjoyed having my lunch and dinner here, and also sometimes breakfast. And you can see that most shops were not yet opened, and then you can see many tourists going around, and that was just it. And most signboards here were in Chinese, which I can understand, because I mean, like, when you hear Chinatown, all that pops into your mind is the fact that most people living there are maybe Chinese people. Look at the empty street. Some of the alleys were actually empty. It means that it wasn't completely open yet. Many people maybe were still at home doing one or two things or something like that. So like I said before, most of the signboards were in Chinese. And then we have some clothes here. I don't know what culture is this, but I guess it's something like Indian or anything like that. And you can see some tourists, people walking around, and some people are still opening while others have already opened. And that's just the way Chinatown is. I think the best time to come to Chinatown, if you really want to meet more people, is something around like the evening, because at this time of the day, I must admit that not many people are out yet, but then a few people are already out, mostly tourists, and maybe because they want to see what Chinatown looks like in the morning. People like me, people like myself, who come here at this time because they want to see, yeah. So, like I said, most signboards here in Chinese, we have Chinese characters, and being someone who can read some few characters, I think if I find some characters that I can read, I will try to interpret it for you guys to understand, hopefully. But guys, before we continue, I would like to plead on you guys to please subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click on the notification button so that anytime we post a video, hopefully you're going to be the first people to watch the video. So here I can see that they're selling jewelry, and yeah, this is probably a jewelry shop or something like a gift shop, and so many people are coming here. And during the day, deep inside the day, I think that you will see so many people here, probably coming. Most tourists are coming to buy their souvenirs and things like that. That's a foot massage place, and that's basically what we enjoy about Chinatown, because if you're someone who haven't been to China for a long time, I think this is one of the best places. Oh, this is actually a Vietnamese restaurant, and being someone who loves Vietnamese food, I think I would definitely be coming back here to try it. Yeah, Mien An La Dien. I hope I'm correct. Guys, Vietnamese speakers, if I'm not correct, try to correct me down on the comment. Please, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave some comments, and again, subscribe to the channel. Let's help grow the channel, and hopefully I will bring you more videos about not only Singapore, but also other countries. Yeah, Cơm Niêu Ăn La Dien. Or I know cơm is like food, something like that. Cơm means food. Yeah, so this is still the same street in Chinatown, and many shops are still not open yet, while a few ones have opened, and people are coming to do one or two things. And yeah, so that's all about Singapore Chinatown, and that's a Vietnamese restaurant, authentic Vietnamese cuisine. And I can see that delicious Vietnamese food, spring rolls, and I can see rice here. Yeah, look at the beautiful lady standing. She's still expecting the customers. And then I can see the Vietnamese writing inside Tet. Maybe the place they decorated for the Lunar New Year, and they haven't like, you know, taken it off yet. And like I said before, most places here are still closed. And yeah, you can buy some Singapore souvenirs here, like t-shirts and many other things. Ban you full medical, and yeah, you buy some t-shirts, clothes, and anything else that you want to remember Singapore when you leave Singapore. And I think this is one of the places where I went inside this place. Yeah, I wanted to go inside the place, but then when I went in, I stood at the door. I realized that it was a little bit dark inside, and I didn't want to go inside because I didn't know what was happening there. And you know, I was a little bit, you know, like scared about what could happen inside if I went in. So I just stood out in the Chinatown district, historic district, and I think I enjoyed my time in Chinatown. And next time, guys, what do you think about Chinatown in Singapore? Guys, leave something in the comment sections. Tell us what, you know, what's your experience in Chinatown, if you've ever visited Singapore Chinatown. If not, tell us when you would want to visit, or what you would like to do when you come here. And please, when people hear Chinatown, I think most people almost like expect to only see Chinese people, but that's not the case. I mean, like when you come here, you meet foreigners, and yeah, that's the shop. I went into this market. I think it's something like a Chinese market where they sell Chinese goods and things like that. Not this one, but the other one opposite. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I went in there, and that's where I went. I stood at the door, and then I saw inside was really dark, and I told myself, wow, what could be happening, what could be going on in there? And I didn't continue. I just, like, you know, made a U-turn and continued my filming wherever I was going. So I'll show you the place when we get there. I'll show you. We'll see to get there. And yeah, I stood at the door, and it was so dark that I told myself I shouldn't go in there. Maybe I should just stand at the door and then do whatever I want to do. And then after that, I go back. After all, I'm only in Chinatown, and it's still early, so not so many. Chinatown complex, yeah, that's Chinatown complex. I went right to the door. I stood at the door, and then I went back. Guys, what do you think about such places? I think that, do you think it's a good idea that when Chinese people find themselves in another city, they always like to maybe live in the same environment? Sometimes I feel like they are kind of like, you know, trying to put themselves aside from the people living from the locals. And yeah, you can see Chinatown complex. I went there. What's this guy doing? He's talking with the mom or the girlfriend, I don't know. Yeah, so if you miss China, I think this is definitely one of the best places you can come to have that kind of feeling of China, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. So I went, yeah, I was going straight, and there's a lot of, this place looks so Chinese. Oh my god, it remembers me of one of the places where I went in China. I think it was like one of those markets in Chinese cities. And yeah, it's just similar. I don't know if everybody owning the shop here is Chinese or something like that. I can't really tell. After all, I've not been here for a long time, and then they're still selling some Singapore. I actually wanted to get myself a travel bag. When I touched it, I realized that, oh my god, it felt so fake. Then I decided to just leave it, you know, because I traveled to Singapore without a proper travel bag. I had just my backpack, and since I knew that I wasn't going to stay here for a long time, so I had just a backpack. And yeah, so I finally didn't buy the bag, and this is where I stood and decided to make a U-turn. I didn't even go in. I just stood out and filmed the place. And one thing I like about Singapore is the fact that this place is so damn clean. Oh my god, you can't really have enough of Singapore. I'm telling you the truth. So whenever you visit Singapore, please, if you want to buy something, or if you want to feel more like you were in China, come to this place. If you want to feel like you were in a Chinese market, come to this place. Definitely you want to find yourself in this place. And that's still the house, this house where I used to you know, locate myself in Chinatown. You can still see Chinese characters, which I enjoy a lot. Although I can't read most of them, but I can read a few. So whenever I can read, whenever I see Chinese characters that I can read, I feel very happy, because I can actually understand what they're saying. And then maybe if it's something that I can use to guide myself, I will then use it to guide myself. So hopefully if you have the time, you can maybe learn some Chinese characters and get to know more about China. Whenever you visit a Chinatown anywhere in the world, it will be easy for you to navigate that place. And yeah, so I think this place is called Chinatown Complex. I think they mostly sell maybe Chinese made goods here or something like that. Besides, I don't know, most things sold in Singapore are also made in China, so I can't say Chinese good or whatever. So when I was down there, I decided I moved into the next street, which was like, you know, I saw another Vietnamese place where they were selling Vietnamese, like, oh yeah, they were selling Vietnamese banh mi. I know banh mi is a kind of a sandwich, kind of bread where you know they kind of like fill some vegetables, pork, or any other meat inside, and it really tastes good. If you find yourself in Vietnam, maybe you would like to try it. And yeah, so this is the banh mi place. No, Singapore Premium. You know, no, that's not the place. It was a little bit in front. Oh, that's the place. I think I've seen it. I'll show you guys when we get there, and then you can see. Yeah, that's the place. That's the place. Yeah, that's the Vietnamese place, banh mi, and it tastes really good, guys. If ever you find yourself in Vietnam, maybe in Ho Chi Minh, anywhere in Vietnam, you can just try it. Just try the banh mi anywhere. You will enjoy it. That's one of my favorite Vietnamese delicacies. And whenever I am feeling a little bit hungry and I don't want to cook or I don't want to have food, I just like, you know, get the banh mi and have it, and it really tastes good. So when I was done looking at the banh mi, because I didn't actually buy the banh mi, I was like, you know, let me just have a look at it. I was just coming from Vietnam where I had it, so I don't need to have it here. And besides that, I thought maybe the taste here won't be as authentic as what you will find in a Vietnamese city or in Vietnam itself. So I didn't have the banh mi. I just admired it, and I see how other people are trying to, you know, get the Vietnamese delicacy. So yeah, when I was done looking at admiring the banh mi, I decided to continue, and I can't wait to show you guys. Okay guys, if you don't mind, please just subscribe to the channel. Let's help grow the channel together. Subscribe to the channel, and then maybe click on the notification button so that anytime I get a new video, you're gonna be the first to get notified. That's said and done, guys. When I was done looking at the banh mi, I decided to keep going and film people eating. And like I said before, it was around 11 o'clock and not so many people out. If you come here in the evening, the atmosphere will be completely different. Maybe I will make some more videos in the evening and show you guys so that you can get to have the feeling how it feels to be oh, this actually means Hollywood. Hollywood. It means Hollywood, you know? Yeah, Hollywood. It means Hollywood. That's what it means. Well, at least that's what I think. So I was like, keep going around Chinatown and admiring the places. And I would say that sometimes I was like, maybe Chinatown doesn't really look like what I was expecting. But then I told myself maybe it's because there are not so many people yet there yet. So I kind of like felt maybe I should come back in the evening when there were many people, which I actually did, and I'm waiting to show you guys that video in the evening. It's fantastic, and I think it's much better than this one because then there are so many people there. And guys, if you ever visit Chinatown, if you ever visit Singapore, I think the best time to visit Chinatown will be in the evening. I mean, if you're someone who likes crowded places, I think the best time to visit will be in the evening, because at this time of the day, there are not so many people, and the place is like, you know, a little bit empty. You don't have so many people coming here. And yeah, this is actually, they're selling, I don't know, fake jewelry. Yeah, I'll have these things. I actually like them, so I didn't buy any because back home I have about 5 of them, so I thought it would be needless for me to buy any. Maybe even when I go back to Vietnam, I could buy more. So I just like kind of admired it, and I told myself something I like, other people also like, and I touched it, and that was it. I decided to, like, you know, touch it a little bit. And there's a place where I went to change money. It's still somewhere in front. When we get there, I'm going to show you. And guys, what do you think about these things? Do you like them too? And do you have some? Guys, leave your ideas in the comment section. I hope you guys can tell us what you feel about the video. And guys, again, I would like to plead on you guys to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification button so that anytime we post a video, you're gonna be one of the first people to notify. I actually bought one of these things. I bought this one. Yeah, this is the one I bought, and I really liked it a lot. In fact, it's not like I liked it a lot, but it's just that I wanted that when I leave Singapore, at least I should have something that will make me remember Singapore when I finally leave. Although maybe I will come back to Singapore sometime in the future, but then I told myself I had to leave with something, so I got one of these things. Yeah, this is the one I got. Yeah, that's it. I got this one, and I hope that I will be, you know, thinking about Singapore when I leave here. And guys, what do you think about these things? When you visit Singapore, would you like to get one? I think maybe you can get one if you like it. After all, it's all about what you like. If you want to get something about a Singapore souvenir, you can maybe get this one or get one of the t-shirts I showed you previously, or get anything else that could make you remember Singapore when you finally leave. And guys, like after this place, I decided to, you know, like just keep filming and going around Chinatown and discovering more souvenirs and trying to know more about this place. And again, like I said before, I'll be back here in the evening. Yeah, I actually bought it. It cost about I think it cost $3, 3 Singapore dollars, something like that. I don't know, but I can't remember. It actually cost $3. So I think that was it's not a lot of money. Although if you want to convert into Vietnamese money, it's going to be something like about 90,000 VND, right? Something like that, 90,000 VND. So yeah, I can read these character. Zong, I can read Zong, but the other character I can't read it. So guys, what's the character? What is it saying? If you know something about it, please guys leave a word in the comment section. And I went in here to change money. Yeah, I changed money here, and I had some US dollars, and I had to change money so that I could buy something, anything that I wanted to buy in Singapore. And that was pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. And guys, please, I want to plead on you guys to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification button so that anytime we post a video, you're going to be one of the first to get notified. I repeat, guys, subscribe to the channel, and please watch and share if possible. Subscribe to the channel and click on the notification so that anytime we get a new video, you're going to be the first to get notified. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.